All right, 5th and 6th graders. Today we're going to do verb tenses and present tense verbs. All right, so you might recognize these. I went over and grabbed papers out of your actual books so we could keep on track with where we were. So just like we did, we'll do the front together, and then you need to do the back, which is the exact same thing, okay? So we'll do the front, you'll do the back, all right? Here we go. So a verb tells what the subject is or does. An action verb tells what the subject does. A linking verb tells what the subject is by linking it to a predicate adjective or a predicate noun. The tense of a verb tells the time the subject does something. Okay, the time. So there's lots of different tenses you'll learn over the next couple years of your life. Okay, but these are the basics. The present tense verb tells about something that is happening now or is continuing to occur. The textile company constructs new buildings. I am teaching you a lesson. You are listening to this lesson. You are writing down instructions for this lesson. Okay, it's happening now or it's going to happen. It's continuing to happen. A past tense verb tells about what has already happened. The textile company constructed a new building. I already taught you a math lesson today. It already has happened. I mailed you your homework. The future tense verb tells of a time in the future. The helping verb will is used to form future tense verbs. The textile company will construct a new building. I will send you one more packet for the year. Oh my gosh, time is flying. We will finish this page. A sentence pattern is the way words are put together to form a complete thought. Sentences will have, with action verbs, may have the sentence pattern SV, subject verb, or SVDO, subject verb direct object. Sentences with linking verbs may have sentence patterns SLVPA, subject, linking verb, predicate adjective, or SLV predicate noun, subject, linking verb, predicate noun. So we can actually visually see this. If the sentence was the cotton plant grows, you remember here's a subject, so we underlined that one time, and our verb grows is the action. We have plant, line, grows. Okay, do you remember we done this a while ago, but this is really good for us to learn. The plant has fluffy balls. Those are like the little puffies. Okay, subject, verb, direct object, subject, verb, direct object. All right. The cotton was ready for picking. Our subject, linking verb, the linking verb directs the action to ready, which again links back to the subject. So with a linking verb, remember that the line is slanted. And then we have the fabric is a soft material, subject is a linking verb, and material, which again links back to the subject. So it is a slanted line. All right, so we're going to practice this. We're going to try and identify our sentence patterns. That's going to be the trickiest part, is identifying our sentence patterns, which looks like maybe I should help you with some of that on the back, okay? All right, so let's start with sentence 1. We're looking for present, past, or future. So we have, for centuries, textiles helped people live normal lives. So underline that verb twice. That action word, helped. Okay, is that happening now? Did it already happen, or is it going to happen? Well, look for will. Is there a will? Nope. If there's no will, it's not future. So helped, is it happening now, or did it already happen? This is your clue, ED. It already happened. Okay, so that is a past tense verb. Number 2, everyone needs clothing and household fabrics. Underline your verb twice, your action word. Okay, needs. Is there a will? No. Is there an ED? No. Is it happening now? Yes. Or it's going to happen, continue to happen? So it is a present tense verb. Number 3, probably textiles will fill. Underline that verb twice. And you have a will. Will says it is a future tense verb. All right? So you're going to want to practice, you're going to do this part on the back side. We are going to identify our sentence patterns. Let's find our prepositional phrases. Hopefully you guys can remember it's anywhere the mouse can go. We worked on this last week. Okay, so if we look at sentence number 4, it says, these artifacts in the museum are old fabrics. Okay, find that preposition. What's that preposition? Giving you a second here. In. Okay, in what? So in the museum. There's our prepositional phrase. All right, where's our subject? It's all about? Artifacts. Verb. Artifacts are what? Fabrics. Okay, these and old just describe. All right, so we have our subject. Now, is this a action verb or a linking verb? Are. Okay, and is this fabrics, is that a noun or an adjective? Is it a describing word or is it a noun? Maybe I said noun. So we have subject, linking verb, predicate noun. Okay, number 5. Desert conditions keep fabrics like new for many years. All right, where's our prepositional phrase? Right there. For what? Many years. All right, and then what's our subject? Okay, for those that said desert, think about what is desert describing? It's a desert what? Desert conditions. Keep what? Oh, I guess like you could argue that. Okay, conditions keep what? All right, so we have a subject, action verb, and a direct object. S, V, D, O. All right, flip the page. Okay, I want you to do this first part. All right, and then I'm going to help you down here because this is really hard for you to do at home by yourself. All right, so you need to identify the tense, okay? Past, present, or future. All right, but down here, let's do these ones. Number 9, most ancient people colored fabric with natural dyes. Where's our preposition? Find the preposition. Hopefully you found it right there. With what? With natural dyes. Okay, find the subject. Most ancient, Most ancient people. What they do? They colored. What did they color? They colored fabrics. Subject, verb, and then that's a direct object right here. Subject, verb, direct object. Subject, verb, direct object. Number 10, the indigo plant is a natural dye. I don't see any prepositions in that one. What's the subject? The indigo plant is a natural dye. Plant, where's the verb? The plant is what? Not natural, the plant is a dye. Natural describes what kind of dye that is. Okay, subject, action or linking verb, and if that's linking, it has to be either a predicate adjective or a predicate noun. Is dye a thing, or is it a descriptive word? It's a thing, yep. Okay, sometimes alum went into the dye. Okay, into is a preposition. Into what? Into the dye. Okay, where's the subject and the verb? Okay, it's just subject, verb, because this is prepositional phrase. So we just have subject, verb. And number 12, trade routes are important for fabrics and dyes. Where's our prepositional phrase? For, right here. For. All right, noun, where's our subject? Routes, not trade. Trade describes what kind of route it is. Routes were important, okay? We have our subject. What kind of verb is this? This is linking, and then important is not a thing, right? It's a adjective. All right, so let's go ahead and diagram 9 and 10. All right, so we gotta shake off our little cobwebs here. All right, so we're gonna do subject, verb, direct object. So this is literally people. Okay, long line that separates the subject from predicate. Verb, colored, and since it's a regular verb, we do a straight line that goes just to the long line. Fabrics. It's been a while since we diagrammed a sentence, hasn't it been? All right, number 10, subject, linking verb, predicate, noun. So remember, with linking verbs, it's slanted because it takes the predicate noun and links it back to the subject. All right, so we put our subject, plant, linking verb. So we separate the predicate from the subject. Plant is, it's linking, so we slant it. Plant is die. Okay, and that, remember, that links die back to plant. All right, so make sure you do these 8. Identify present, past, and future. Make sure you look for ed and will. All right, and then write one sentence and try and figure out which sentence pattern it is. All right, now we're going to spend a little bit of time just looking at present tense verbs. So this is, I think, compared to what you just did, is going to be slightly easier. Okay, so this is specifically present tense. Next time we're going to talk about past tense and future tense, okay? So present tense verbs are things that are happening now or continuing to happen. All right, and they have to agree with their subject. So if it's a singular subject, you have to have a singular verb. And a singular verb ends in S or ES. So the milk makes, truck carries. A plural subject and the pronoun I and you have to have the plural form of a verb. Now that's a little different, isn't it? Because I and you is one person. But those are also requiring a plural form. Plurals do not end in S or ES. So mills make, trucks carry. All right, and then you have a few spelling for when you make verbs, when you have verbs with singular subjects. So if it ends in, you add S to most verbs to make them plural or singular. If it ends in SCH, SHX, or Z, you need to add ES. So buzz is buzzes, crash, crashes. If it ends in a Y with a consonant in front of it, you change the Y to I and add ES. So hurry, do you see how hurry has a consonant in front of the Y? Okay, you change the Y to an I and add ES. If it has a compound subject, so there's more than one, there's two, the worker and his manager, that's going to be plural because that's more than one person. There's two people. All right? If it has or, manager or worker, that's going to be whatever is closest. So workers attend, that's plural. Whatever is closest to the verb. All right, so if it said workers or manager, manager is closer to the verb. All right, so let's just give this a try. We're making present tense verbs. Most of the time for you guys, it's going to be adding if it depends on if the subject is singular or plural. So we have to make sure that our verbs and our subjects match. Okay, so watch what I mean. It says the textile mills, and you're going to use the word manufacture. So textile mills, that is a plural subject. So plural subjects, their verbs do not end, you got to look up here, do not end in S or ES. Okay, so I'm not going to actually change manufacture because I don't want manufacturers. It does not have an S attached to it. So I would literally just write textile mills manufacture fabric for many uses. I don't actually have to change that word. However, every country, okay, every country is singular or plural. Does it end in S? Is it singular or plural? It is singular, there's no S. So a singular needs to have an S or ES. Okay? Every country and then add that S. Depends on textiles for its citizens. The mechanic, is that singular or plural? The mechanic, there's one, it's singular. So this needs to end with an S. Okay? Now here's where that rule comes into play. Fix ends in X. If it ends in X, what are you supposed to add? ES, right? So the mechanic fix is. Okay, electricity, and our verb is run. Okay, electricity, is that singular or plural? Is there an S on the end, or is it just one? It's singular, right? So what do we need to add to our verb? An S, right? Electricity runs. All right, the designer and I, two subjects, a compound. Compound subjects use the plural form, so it does not have an S. The designer and I select patterns. Okay, number 6, the manufacturers or the purchaser. So this is one of those ones that it has an or. Okay, manufacturer or purchaser. So we look at the one that's closest to the verb, purchaser. There's only one person that purchases, one purchaser. If it is a singular, what do we add? Yes, we add that S, chooses. All right, so this, it's a little tiny bit confusing, but go ahead and give this page a try. All right, because you're doing so many of these, and if you're paying close attention, you can cross off the bottom too. All right, give that a try, guys. Make sure you check the rules if you get confused. And after that, if you're still confused, you can call or text me, all right?